What is going on, guys? I have a webcam now. I know you can see my beautiful face, and that's because I've been streaming a lot in this game. And you're probably thinking, like, if we come and look over here, you're like, Joe, what have you done since last episode? Nothing has been achieved up on the castle here. And that would be slightly false. I mean, up here, yes, you're right. Nothing has been achieved. However, if we look on how many hours I've played since last game, we look down on my saves, alright? God help me is where I messed up the coal. So if we take about, if we go up to like, I don't know, 75 hours into the game, I was last time. And then we go up to where I'm at now, 118. If we take 118, take 7, that's 43 hours of gameplay since last episode, alright guys? Now that is an insane amount. And I want to show you what I've been doing. Before I show you, I'm going to tell you the stats of what we're pumping out. Because I've been factorizing. And I think you'll be impressed. Okay, so we have 10 module frames per minute, 10 reinforced plates per minute, 10 versatile frameworks per minute, 4 smart plating per minute, 5 stators per minute, 5 motors per minute, 5 automated wiring per minute, 6 encased industrial beams per minute, 720 wire per minute, 120 copper sheets per minute, 480 cables per minute, 240 concrete per minute, and 160 steel beams per minute. And let me show you what that bloody looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the deserted factory. Deserted, I thought it was a cool name because it's in the desert. Yeah, look, that's not the final name. I just made that up on the spot. Okay, so over here we have all of our iron processing. So that is all done there. That's our module frames, reinforced plate, framework. All that kind of juicy stuff is there, okay? And that iron is all smelting at the bottom. And then over here is all of our copper stuff. I became a lot more familiar with building factories and optimizing stuff with our copper. So that's why you'll see such bigger numbers in the copper. But also because copper is a lot easier to output severe numbers with, just because there's only like 3 things that you need to build, and they're like the main 3 things. However, iron, there's like 4 different things you need to build to make the bigger things. I don't know if that makes any sense. Anyway, copper and our concrete production, which is outputting an insane 240, which is, if you think about 240, it's pretty much what my Mark III conveyor belts can even handle. So it's constantly having an output of that much amount. There are cables. These are our wires, as you can see. These are our sheets. Okay, and then that's our steel at the back. That is looking pretty smexy as well. That was a bit of a pain. I had to use 8 different power shards to output the steel at a 60 rather than 45 per minute. But we'll go look at more in depth into all this stuff when we get down there. But this is all of our like combined stuff. So like our stators, our motors, our automated wiring, our encased industrial beams. You might be wondering, then why are you making versatile frameworks over here? That's just because I started by putting steel there as well. Then I found I needed more steel anyway. So let's just forget that ever happened, yeah? Yeah, deal? Okay, but in all seriousness, I'm thinking this thing has come together so nicely. All the way out there is some quartz. That's what we're going to be getting into this episode. That's some more coal that we've pulled in. This is all copper, iron. Anyway, I found that this little railway here is not a good way to get down to the factory, so I've made a hyper tube. Let's jump in, and you fly down because of gravity. Getting up is not as happy, but you can get up. But yeah, anyway, it's so much faster and easier to get down just taking these hyper tubes. But yeah, it's a massive, and 43 hours has taken me a long time, you know. All of it I've been streaming. This is my stream link, and also you can find my stream link in the description. Feel free to come follow and watch my streams, because not gonna lie, they're actually pretty fun, but very grindy. So let's go up here. Let's go to the copper. The copper I have nailed, okay? Everything is perfectly aligned. So 8 smelters go into 16 constructors and stuff like that. I'm not gonna go into too much specifics unless you guys ask, and I might be able to do that in the next episode. But pretty much I've tried to optimize everything from this point out. The iron, on the other hand, the first one I started with, I don't actually remember because it's so long ago. I overloaded a lot of things, but these are getting perfect. Like, so they will all be working 100%, not 110, because 110 they won't even output anymore. You'll just be wasting resources. So these, as you can see, are all quite smexily aligned. You might be wondering why they're steel, and that's usually because they're being used for cables, and cables are maxed out. These are copper sheets. So these are all wires around me. Copper sheets down there, and cables are up here. I'm showing off the copper just because it's so perfectly organized, and I'm very proud of it. Anyway, and then we have a storage system here, and you might be thinking, holy shit, that is a lot of crate, and you'd be right, but every single one of these were filled up within an hour, and that might be able to put you into some perspective These are all industrial, so they hold 48 slots. So if they're stacked in 100 or even wires, they're stacked in 500s. Like, think about how much resources that is, and they're all filled within an hour of aligning and setting up. Okay, this is the one I am not super proud of, but I also think is hilarious at the same time. I like to call this the concrete spaghetti, because everything here is perfect right angles, everything there. I got to here and I had to split 3 lines into 45s. Now, I'll show you the maths that I did for this. Okay, this is one line, how it has to work. It starts at 240, then goes to 2 120s, and anyway, it has to eventually be all 45s, okay? That was not fun. So all these splitters and mergers literally align everything into 45 lines, okay? And I liked the fact that it was all perfect up until this point, but then I got here and I was like, I can't actually line all these up nicely. So I thought, let's go with full spaghetti and literally just throw stuff everywhere. So, as you can see, it turned into a bit of spaghetti, and I like how the limestone's a bit yellow, so it kind of looks like spaghetti as well. But yeah, all in all, that is outputting, and filled this within less than an hour, I reckon it was, or something stupid. But yeah, now you just have concrete on concrete on concrete. Easy money. This is still nothing perfect. These lines I tried to make perfect, but then they couldn't over here be right angles. These are all steel beams. These are all steel pipes or rods or whatever they're called. One thing I do want to mention is, from the list I said earlier, I'm making a lot more than that, but some of it is being added towards stuff. So I'm actually making 16, I didn't even mention this, I'm making 16 rotors per minute, but they are all being completely used up by all these stators and motors. So yeah, if you kind of just need to put stuff in perspective. So like, to make 10 versatile frameworks, I'm actually using 5 module frames or a couple of module frames. So it kind of equates, so I'm probably making more module frames than 10, which I said at the beginning. But yeah, so some of you might be wondering why I didn't record any of this, like 43 hours of work. And that's because I felt like streaming it. I wanted to see what the streaming kind of community and streaming was like. And also, we technically have achieved every single thing we've achieved here at our old base, so I didn't really want to repeat it into this episode. I didn't really want to waste episodes into it, even though episodes don't matter. But I don't know, I kind of just like the grind, and without recording you can achieve just a lot more. And streaming's just kind of like, you just play while streaming, and you know, it's not very distracting. Anyway, now that I've shown you all these numbers, I want to show you what part we're going to need to set stuff up for. Every single thing in here we have automated, except for quartz crystals, because we haven't even looked into quartz yet. We haven't unlocked anything for quartz yet, kind of thing. However, I looked more into quartz because of those quartz mines we got out there, and we can finally, if I press Z, look at a map, and you tell me that that isn't sexy as hell. So that is our old base all the way over there by the hub, and this is our new base. I kind of really wish they added what you build on the map. I think that'd be really sick. Every single thing in here is automated, except for heavy module frames, except for the exciting fuel. Yeah, we haven't looked at this at all. And as you can see, there's a lot of recipes for it. We need plastic, we need rubber, we need fuel, and this is all oil. So we have oil, extractors, and refineries. Yeah, so if we come and look over here in our old hub, we're all the way at the back of the old base. We want to unlock the manufacturer to automate heavy module frames, trucks, and then that's going to unlock computers and stuff like that. So we really need this stuff to be unlocked. So we're clearly jumping pretty deep into oil. So we want to get a pretty severe oil income to our base. And then eventually we're going to be unlocking fuel generators. So my hope is that we can get to fuel generators as fast as possible. Alright, so we're on top of the castle and we're looking at oil extractors. So let's go and find some crude oil. Now with the new map, I've found that if it spots something, I got no idea how far away anything is. 600 meters, that's not even bad, damn. Okay, if I press Z, you can actually see on the map where they are. And you have to refresh it kind of thing. So we have definitely got options, but I want to know how much we output, because I know that pipes can only hold 300 per minute, 300 liters per minute or whatever it works in. So let's go explore and see how we go. I have enough resources to make one oil extractor or a couple oil extractors just to see the output rate. Okay, so I'm still on the base here. I've just built our little bridge, and you can already see the crude oil, which is awesome to know that they're that close to the base. And we're gonna just need to use pumps or whatever to get them right up here, or we're gonna think about our best option here, because it might actually be to leave and do the processing down here. Well, I accidentally fell down, but luckily I think this is water. Well, it isn't. So, I noticed while this close to the ground that there are some bad guys. So I built, oh my god, no. No. This rebel gun. I'm hoping we can shoot this guy down because he's a big one as well. I hope he misses me every time, I'm not gonna lie. Uh-oh. Oh my god, why is he invincible? Got him. Oh, I killed him. Ha! Get done, bish. Oil extractor. Boom. Big shack. We've got an oil extractor. Is this a pure? It's an impure. It's an impure. There's another one right here. What is this? Normal. Yay. Better. There's two over here. Oh, let's go. Oh my god. Pure. Pure. I really hope the next one's pure. What the hell? Look at all these doggos. There's like 5 doggos, 6 doggos. Okay guys, so we've got a little bit of a base coming along, not base, but a little bit of a processing platform we got building at the moment. Okay, so here's a refinery and I got no idea how these things work. It needs 30 cubic meters per minute, which means you run one refinery off one of these. Okay, and it has an output of a fluid, but I don't know what this fluid is. Like, what do we use this for? Okay guys, I don't know if you remember from the first couple of episodes, we found all these doggos, but I reckon what I was doing wrong was instead of holding them in my hand, these berries, apparently if I drop them, I back up until they eat them, and then I go up to them and I can pat them, apparently. That is from what I've heard. Everyone gets there first, boys, just saying. I reckon it was him. I reckon it was him. Oh my god, press E to see if Liz has found anything. Oh, oh, he's not following me, is he? Oh my god. Oh my god. No way. It's so cute. Look at him. Oh my god. Isn't it? A little trio of doggos. Okay. So our little 3 doggos are here, and please feel free to leave names in the comments. Obviously you can't actually name them. So it will always just be random. But I'm gonna try and see how far the elevation is pushed, because if it's not too much and we can just keep them at this level, we'll never have to use pumps or anything to keep it up. Okay, so while we're doing production over here, I thought these guys are either gonna get themselves in danger by being next to me all the time, having to kill all the bad guys next to all the extracts. So I thought I'd build them a little bit of a cage, a little bit of a playground. There is ventilation in it from now on. So they can't actually escape. However, I think they're so cute and I don't want them to die. So I built them a little enclosure, a bit of a playground that they can play in while I'm out here doing a bit of work. I found after coming back that these guys are scared of me again, which makes me feel bad now. I like trapped them in. It's okay. One day we'll get these guys back in our lives and they'll love us after we set everything up around here. I just don't want them running away for now. Boom, bam, pow. Okay, so from my understanding, I've split a normal, which is 120, so that's 60 into each line, and now I've put 2 pures into each line as well, so that should be 300 in each line. So my thought is, if this goes in here and this goes into here, with 10 refineries all using 30 per minute, it should be able to handle it, okay? And that's all that is incoming, but the outlet will be both 200 rubber per minute, and so 200 plastic per minute will be our outlets, and that seems like a lot to me. If you outlet the heavy residual fuel into another refinery, you can actually make residual fuel, so just fuel with that heavy stuff. Now we're going to be outletting 600 per minute. That seems wrong. Anyway, so then we can actually put that all into here to and split it by 60. So put another 10 of these of these refineries down and make 400 fuel per minute, which I'm pretty sure will be helpful in the long run. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to use it, but we need to start this so then we can unlock oil generators. So yeah, we're making bank, and all I've done with the heavy oil residue is I've literally just piped it all out. It's actually not going anywhere as of yet, but it will eventually go into another 10 refineries, which will use it to make fuel. But let's check the power, like how much power we're using up, because all of them are running right now. Oh no. Holy shit. We all saw that at 2,000, didn't we? There we go, there it is. Okay, it hits 2,000 now. So, yikes. Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, for the power issue, we desperately need fuel generators, because that's what thing we're about to make, is that fuel. However, to unlock fuel generators, we need computers. We already have heavy things, we can make them ourselves. But to unlock computers, we have to unlock industrial manufacturing tier 5. And the other thing that we will need is just to make 100 computers, but we don't even know how to at this moment in time. Okay guys, so we're going to unlock computers now. If I just pump all this in. Boom, launch. Now that we know how to do computers, sorry, I've never cared about ADA. If you're an ADA fan here, you're in the wrong neck of the woods. Okay, and now we're gonna need 100, so we're gonna have to do some maths. Okay guys, I've just ran the numbers, and it is gonna be a journey to make 100 computers, but we do really need to skip these two, and we do actually quite necessarily need to get this fuel generator unlocked quite efficiently here. So, in saying that, it is going to take us for 100 computers, which is what we need, is going to take us 1,000 circuit boards, 9,000 cable, 1,800 plastic, 5,200 screws. Now, screws, plastic, cable, all easy. 1,000 circuit boards. That is 2,000 copper and 4,000 plastic. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I'm gonna die doing that. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've just finished doing the 100 computers, literally exactly an hour. So, as I have gotten the rubber in my inventory, we are going to now put this in and launch. So we've just unlocked fuel generators, and as you can see, they're expensive as shit. My god. Okay guys, so I've just noticed with this fuel generator, if you see it, if I try to build it, it also involves, I'm missing computers, obviously, and quick-wire. So quick-wire is apparently, I had to look it up on Google, because if you see, I can't even find it, and it's not, I thought, oh, maybe I skipped a step, maybe I still need to unlock it in here, but I can't find it absolutely anywhere through any of these. Anyway, so I can't find anything about quick-wire, so I had to look it up, and apparently it's with Caterium. So the fact that I haven't actually started any of those processes for Caterium, I'm going to need to start a new factory, and I'm also going to need to set up a little bit of more automated things. Like, I actually want to automate computers. I want to automate heavy module frames as well, now that I can. So I'm going to take some time. I'm going to automate those things, and next episode we're going to go hard, and we're going to go straight into fuel generators to try and fuel and power our new base. But for this episode, I don't have the time to set up a new Caterium as well, so I think I'm gonna have to leave it here. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Feel free to come watch my streams, because a lot of this will be grinding on streams. But thank you so much for watching. Later.